There are several important problems in the field of statistical learning, and we will discuss about one of those many types of problems in the episode 3 of Understanding Statistical Learning. Therefore, let us begin the video. This one important class of problems involves the situations in which there are only input variables without any corresponding output. For example, in a marketing setting, we might have a demographic for a number of current or potential customers. We may wish to understand which type of customers are similar to each other by grouping individuals according to their observed characteristics. This is known as a clustering problem. Unlike in the previous examples, here we are not trying to predict an output variable. Here, instead of predicting a particular output variable, we are interested in determining whether there are groups or clusters among the cell lines based on their gene expression measurements. Now, this is a difficult question to address because, in part, there are thousands of gene expression measurements per cell line, making it hard to visualize the data. Now, this provides some independent verification of the accuracy of our clustering analysis. A brief history of statistical learning. Though the term statistical learning is fairly new, many of its concepts that underlie the field were developed long ago. At the beginning of the 19th century, Legendre and Gauss published papers on the method of least squares, which implemented the earliest form of what is now known as linear regression. The approach was first successfully applied to problems in astronomy. Linear regression is used for predicting quantitative values such as an individual's salary in order to predict quantitative values such as whether a patient survives or dies or whether the stock market increases or decreases. Fisher proposed linear discriminant analysis in 1936. In the 1940s, various authors put forth an alternative approach known as the logistic regression. In the early 1970s, Nelder and Wedderbaum coined the term generalized linear models for an entire class of statistical learning methods that include both linear and logistic regression as special cases. By the end of the 1970s, many more techniques for learning from the data were available. However, they were almost exclusively linear methods because fitting non-linear relationships were computationally infeasible at the time. By the 1980s, computing technology had finally improved sufficiently that non-linear methods were no longer computationally prohibitive. In mid-1980s, Breiman, Friedman, Olshan and Stone introduced classification and regression trees and were among the first to demonstrate the power of a detailed practical implementation of a method, including cross-validation for model selection. Hastie and Tibshirani coined the term generalized additive models in 1986 for a class of non-linear extensions to generalized linear models, and also provided a practical software implementation. Since that time, inspired by the advent of machine learning and other related disciplines, statistical learning has emerged as a new subfield in statistics and has focused on supervised and unsupervised modeling and prediction. In recent years, progress in statistical learning has been marked by the increasing availability of powerful and relatively user-friendly software such as the popular and freely available R system. This has the potential to continue the transformation of the field from a set of techniques used and developed by statisticians and computer scientists to an essential toolkit for a much broader community. So guys, that's it for today's video, and I will see you in my next video. Of course, don't forget to smash the like button, press the subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments given below.